एवरीवन, आज मैं आपके लिए एक नया वीडियो लेकर आई हूँ जो कि कॉर्पोरेट फाइनेंस का एक टॉपिक है, पोटेंशियल रेड फ्लैग्स इन फाइनेंशियल स्टेटमेंट। तो शुरू करने से पहले अगर आपने मेरा चैनल अभी तक सब्सक्राइब नहीं किया है तो सबसे पहले चैनल को सब्सक्राइब करिए और बेल आइकन दबाना मत भूलिएगा। जैसे ही मैं नया वीडियो अपलोड करूँगी आपको उसका नोटिफिकेशन मिल जाएगा। और प्लीज़ मेरा वीडियो एंड तक देखिएगा, और अगर आपको मेरा वीडियो अच्छा लगे तो प्लीज़ इसे लाइक एंड कमेंट ज़रूर करें। तो चलिए अब शुरू करते हैं वीडियो के साथ। रेड फ्लैग्स इन फाइनेंशियल एनालिसिस। A red flag is a warning for any analyst or investor indicating some potential problem with a company's in financial report of the company. How to identify red flags? There is no universal standard for identifying red flags. The method used to detect problems with an investment opportunity depends on the research methodology an investor, analyst, or economist employs. This may include examining financial statements, economic indicators, or historical data. Investors need to exercise due diligence when considering for taking investment decision with the company. What is due diligence and how to do it? Due diligence is an investigation, audit, or review of financial records to confirm the facts of a matter under consideration before entering into a proposed transaction with another party. Important steps for due diligence by investors. Analysis of capitalization of the company. Look at trends in revenue, operating expense, EBIT, earning before interest and taxes, EBT, earning before taxes, EAT, earning after taxes, ROI, return on investment, and ROE, return on equity. Third, comparison with competitors and industrial position. Fourth, analysis of price earning and price to sales ratios. Fifth, board of directors, managers, and share ownership pattern in the company. Sixth, analysis of consolidated balance sheet of the company. Stock price movements, trends in short and long run. Eighth, stock dilution possibilities. Ninth, expectation of shareholders. 10th, company and industry related risk. Some easily identifiable red flags: increasing debt equity ratio, consistently decreasing revenues, fluctuating cash flows, undesirable fluctuations in the market price of shares, a pending lawsuit against the company. Different levels of red flags: economic red flag, industry level red flag, corporate red flags in financial statements. Some important red flags: number 1, too good to be true. Number 2, auditors versus management. Number 3, accounting policies. Fourth, changes in accounts and management. Fifth, anomalies. Sixth, complexity of transactions. 7th, bonuses and performance. 8th, increasing gross profit margin. 9th, debt covenants. 10th, rising inventory and debts in relation to sales. Too good to be true. When financial results are over attractive, you should not accept them immediately. You are required to make a deep investigation and see whether these results are consistent for a long period or overnightly shown. Auditors versus management. During every audit, auditors track and list all errors they find. This is often called a summary of misstatements and is included in the auditor's report to management. This summary is of great help for analysts. On the other hand, management can have a difference of opinion to the auditors when it comes to financial reporting, often reluctant to recognize fully or early potential losses, whereas auditors generally take a more conservative approach. Third, the analyst has to compare view and reports of both the auditors and management in order to track the red flags. Accounting policies. Unusual accounting policies, practices, and methods can sometimes point to misstatement and make it difficult to compare performance to similar businesses. These unusual accounting policies may be relating to over or underestimation of assets with the help of depreciation policies, inventory valuation, creation of reserves, treatment, research and development expenses, managing profits through non-operating activities. These unusual accounting policy result in very different earnings before interest, tax, depreciation and amortization EBITDA and net profit before tax EBT. Changes in accounts and management. Changes to an equity and to its financial reporting can come in many forms. For example, trends in balance sheet and PL ratio, example, debt to equity ratio or working capital turnover ratio can point to worsening operation condition. Large late adjustment to accounts due to errors or inaccurate data. Change in senior management, which could mean a change in management style and internal culture. The analyst should see the impact of all such changes on the quality of reporting. Anomalies. An anomaly is the financials where numbers are higher or lower than what would normally be expected should be investigated. There are a number of common anomalies that served as a red flag and required further inspection, such as number 1, if the other expenses category of the profit and loss statement is very high, it should alert you to a potential problem. Abnormally large legal fees of management trying to hide excessive travel expenses are commonly found to be concealed in this category. Number 2, a very high proportion of monthly or quarterly sales in last few days of a period may indicate an anomaly. Number 3, a build up in the value of work in progress, fixed assets or intangibles above expectation may be signs that operating costs are being capitalized instead of being expensed through the profit and loss statement. Complexity of transactions. Complex transactions, both internal and with third parties, that are not well understood or do not appear to have sound economic basis, should be regarded with caution. For example, Enron used limited liability special purpose entities to transfer liabilities from its own account. In many other cases, similar complex structures transactions can be misused in order to deceive. Bonuses based on performance. When management compensation is tied closely to performance and bonuses, there is a greater incentive for those in charge to manipulate the financial result. In addition, an overemphasis on short term performance in relation to awarding bonuses could also lead to managerial decisions that are not in the best interest of the entity in long term. Increasing gross profit margin. An increasing gross profit percentage may not always be a good sign, particularly when overheads are more than outpacing it or sales are declining, and this eventually leads to a net loss. Gross profit margin should not be looked at in isolation but viewed together with sales level and overheads. Debt covenants. Where an entity is on the verge of breaching a debt covenant and the loss of a credit facility is looming overhead, there is a huge temptation for management to misstate the account or the calculation of the covenant leverage ratios in order to avoid the severe repercussions. In order to check the potential such impending problems, obtain more detail on the covenants themselves and the level of safety margin. Rising inventory or debtors in relation to sales. Rising inventories or debtors can be a sign that future stock write down are to follow or that they are impeding bad debts. Analysis of debtors and inventory should be done to understand the drivers of these increases and also what can be done to mitigate any negative outcome. Concluding remark. Number 1. Red flags are the possible threats or problems which may be hidden in the financial report of the company. Although it is hard to detect them, but with rules of thumb, a common analyst can detect them and can safeguard itself. Second, an analyst can take the help of due diligence in order to check that things are normal in the reported company, and if there is any red flag, it can be detected through it. Third, some important aspects of due diligence are to analyze company capitalization, revenue expense trend, competitive ranking of company, to know about promoters, board of directors, track record, financial statement, expectations of stockholders. Fourth, different level of red flags are economic, industrial, company specific and financial statement related. Fifth, the important red flags are relating to complicated transactions, anomalies, accounting policies, debt, covenants, stock dilution and expectation of stakeholders. Sixth, detection of red flags safeguards the stakeholder from taking wrong financial decision. Thanks for watching my video till the end. Please like my channel, subscribe my channel and don't forget to press the bell icon. Please press the bell icon to get updated with the notes.